So with the War for Wakanda expansion, Marvel's Avengers is getting a massive UI UX overhaul with a focus on quality of life. Now, quality of life changes by definition are usually smaller. They don't exactly impact how the video game actually plays, but for me, they actually impact how much I enjoy the game a lot. For example, if I could just mass dismantle things from the fucking get-go, I would have played a lot more. I would probably have had a much better experience. The game would have respected my time in a way that I currently don't feel that it does all of the time, because there's a lot of time spent in menus. So that's what these updates are meant to do. They're meant to treat you with more respect. Your time is valuable. The game is trying to tell you that it knows that by having you spend less time in menus. So with that said, let's get into the changes, what I think about them, and what else I think needs changing. Since I already mentioned it, let's tackle mass dismantle first. The idea, just overall fucking great, really should have been in there from the get-go. It's super convenient. The developers seem to have displayed some good foresight with allowing you to lock items you may want to hold on to for a later time, and increasing the number of gear slots is a great move because it allows me to just not look at my gear for an extended period of time and then just go, oh yeah, but that can all just go in the trash, it's fine. Increasing the locker size, however, is more interesting to me. Why do that? They mentioned loadouts coming later on down the line, which is obviously a reason to increase locker size, but another reason may be because they plan on just giving you more loot to begin with. The loadouts thing is for sure. The other thing, that's me speculating. I don't really know. Now, it's worth mentioning that with loadouts, I think better gear is a must-have for loadouts to be that valuable, but loadouts will be huge regardless. Having different loadouts for different bosses, for different gear sets you want to use, whether it's Gamma, Cosmic, Pim particles, whatever it might be, absolutely wonderful idea. We also have a new character screen to talk about, which excites me majorly. This screen will essentially combine the gear, cosmetics, and challenge card screens, and from this screen I can also access my skills and my consumable screens. This extremely cuts down on the amount of tabs that I have to scroll through at the top of the UI, which is mega awesome improvement. This screen also just looks a fuck ton more modern. It gives you more information at a glance than the previous one. I love being able to just see the character more. That's awesome. I would, however, love it if the colors were a little bit more impacted by what character you're playing. Like if you're Black Panther, you have a darker one. If you're playing someone like Cap, you've got a red, white, and bluey one. Like, that's awesome. That'd be beautiful. I've seen this Thor one and it doesn't seem like they're going down that route, and that makes me sad, but I would love for them to do that in a future update. Who knows? Next up, they've changed it so that when you compare gear, it's a toggle instead of just you press the button to compare, and I guess that's better. I don't really know. Honestly, this change is just laughably small, but I guess I can see the value. I do, however, like the new layout of this screen overall. It is better, I guess. They've also changed it so that when you want to accept your faction missions and stuff, you go to one single terminal to get all of that stuff, which is amazing. I fucking hated running from terminal to collect those missions, even if they were just across the hall. That was too much. I didn't want to do it. No. With this change, I wonder if they're fixing the select all UI bug that I encountered when I first noticed that button existed. And while I think this is a good change, I would love to just have these missions just be auto put when the day rolls over, because I always forget these exist and I never claim them. Even just add something to remind me that they exist, maybe like an icon. I think that's already in there. I'm just fucking blind. What I'm saying is I need my hand to be held more. Hold my hand, Squeenix, and hold it better, tighter. Never let go. Overall, I think these changes look really positive. What quality of life changes would you guys like to see added in the future? For me, these small changes I think will really improve how I play the game. I feel more respect already because I just waste less time in menus. That's such a big change. I'd love to see some more quality of life changes in the future, like changing up the war table a little bit. For me, I'd like to just be able to find the missions I'm looking for easier, maybe let me filter out missions that I don't care about, something like that. Because when I'm looking at the war table, sometimes I forget what place a mission is in, or I just can't remember what the icon looks like, so I need a way to just limit down what I'm looking at, because sometimes it's a little busy. I don't know if you guys share that, but that's how I feel. I also think that being able to mark certain cosmetics as favorites so that I can remember what I like to wear all of the time, or what nameplates I like to switch between, that would be a big plus for me. But yeah, that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think down below. And while you're down there, please consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot. I appreciate it if you do it. And while you're here, maybe click on another video. I made this Ratchet & Clank video the other week, and I really liked it. It's a great game, and I think you might want to check out the video just because nobody did. Tears. But if Avengers is more your thing, there's certainly one of those on the screen, so click around and stick around. I'd appreciate it.
When I speed it up, can you handle that?